It's time for some Taimanin. We haven't done Taimanin in quite a while. In fact, I actually just finished uploading part 20 of our playthrough of this game over on the Twitch, or yeah, the Twitch. This is the Twitch over on the YouTube, and that was uploaded on the 23rd, so 6 days ago. The recording was actually from the 8th, which was 3 weeks ago. So it's been 3 weeks since we've done Taimanin on stream. We're up to rank 86 in the game. I actually just had to look back at the very first part that we played of this game, and we were ranked 17. And that was 7 months ago. At least the upload was 7 months ago, so the recording was even prior to that, right? So about 7 to 8 months ago, somewhere between that, we were rank 18. We're now rank 86. I have not played the game every day. I do tend to at least log in every day now, but I don't play the game every day. That's for sure. And just in playing about 4 times a week, 4 to 5 times a week, we've gone from 17 to 86. Right. What's on the docket for tonight? Tonight we've got some archive events to get through. So I do have the event story. This fly's going to absolutely do nothing but piss me off, and it's going to keep pissing me off. I can tell all throughout the night. So if I'm shooing something away, it's because there's an overly aggressive fly for no reason. The event going on right now. We've obviously finished Clash Chinatown Crossfire, which is actually a new event. It's not a repeat event. And as you can see on the gacha, I'm into box 13, almost done box 13. So been well done that. Today I learned Corey Perry is still playing. Yes, he is. He's in Dallas, isn't he? This fucking fly, I swear to God, it keeps flying on all my equipment. If it landed here on the side of the desk, I wouldn't mind because I would have an opportunity to squish it. But, yeah, welcome in, David. By the way, guys, let me give you a shout out, David. I'm only going to give you the Twitch shout out because I know this game tends to upset people, and if I give you the extension shout out, your clip's going to wind up appearing on the stream. So, gave the Oilers the lead. Let's go. I know we got the lead. Guys, if you want a great football manager streamer to follow, also enjoys some other games like Euro Truck, Hitman, and the like, give David Nyholm a follow. So, I'd be so happy if we make it back to the final. We win tonight, we make it back to the final. I don't know if we can beat the Panthers though. They looked so good in that. Like the Panthers have looked unreal in that series against Carolina. That's why I'm like a little bit worried. If we do make it back to the final, I'm like, man, we got to play the Panthers again. All right. A lot of people have already told me they think the Panthers are the favorites to win the cup. So, right. We're going to do the special event, and then we're going to do the archive, because I have a lot of these events to get through still. That's episode 1. I have actually, yeah, it's pretty much a perfect start for the Oilers this game. Nice. I have a lot of Season 2 archives to get through, and they have just announced, by the way, that the Season 3 archives are coming this month. So there's going to be an update usually when the pass expires, when the golden pass expires. So June 2nd, there's going to be a major update. You're going to get a new monthly golden pass. You're going to get a new monthly. You're going to get a new event quest. You're going to get new gachas. You're going to get new costumes in the store. We're going to get a new character as well. The character that will be joining us in June is actually going to be Lan Shang. So she's going to join as a playable character. Yeah. So we're going to get her as a playable character. I'm actually excited because I was a big fan of her character, and she appeared briefly in the story for some reason, and then she just disappeared. And then on top of that, apparently her weapon is going to be unique. It's not going to be a shared weapon like some of the other characters have. So, yeah, that I'm excited for. Like if I go to this, if I go here, Rinko or Kichi Azusa could have this weapon. They share the weapon types, right? Um, and then Rin and Momochi Nagi shares the basically the bolts, the bolt weapons, the bolt blades, if you will, right? So yeah, apparently Lan Shan's getting her own weapon type, so that'll be interesting. Also, will set the game up for more characters in the future. I'm gonna just redeem a few of these. So that's where we're at, event quest wise. Like I said, we finished Clash Crosstown Fire. The repeat Silent Girl and Sucky on the Run. We are on box 8. So I'm actually almost done. So we've got the rest of box 8. We've got the rest of box 9. And then I got box 10, which for some reason glitched and put it up there. But there you go, box 10. And then boom, we're done. This fucking fly, I swear to God. Anyway, we're going to get into it. I have already done offline in the prep for tonight's stream. Sorry, I have done the time of VR. You can see I've lost all the health on Mitsuki. I've lost all the health on Anrose. Anrose. Rinko's got barely any HP left. I've lost all the HP on Urihara. Yeah, pretty much we're done with that. I really hate let's fucking go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I gotta say. Let's go. There we go. I actually don't really like VR, but these are so useful. Especially when they give you the crystal mirages. So made some notes. We'll do the adjustments. Awesome. Awesome, Blockbuster. I'm glad to hear, man. Sorry it's so long, but I hope it went over some things in detail that you really got to pick up. Right. Let's do the special mode. And then let's get into Jesus Christ, this fly. Let's get into the archive events then. I wouldn't care if it just didn't have this inane want to hang around the actual equipment. Like, if the fly was just everywhere in the room, I would care a little bit less. But it's literally not been everywhere in the room. It's literally just been right where this computer is and the mixer I have on the left-hand side. I've just fucked up because I was thinking about the fly. It was good, thanks. Awesome. I'm glad. Well, at least I just passed, so. But my 77 combo is gone. And it just flew in my face, and I'm so distracted by this damn fly. I fucked up twice. Wow. 2 shots, 2 goals. Bye-bye stars. Let's freaking hope. Turns out I got 58 viewers for the stream. Didn't realize until Crack mentioned it. That's good. The VOD will always tell you how many total viewers I think you had, right? Or it might be in the stats somewhere as well. Like in the analytics. It sucks that the Phils are losing to the Braves 6-0, but they have taken the first 2 out of 3 of the series, so that's actually not too bad. By the way, you guys should see the new ad timer down there. So you actually have an idea of when the ad breaks are going to run. That is brand new. And it's looking great and working great. So if you ever wonder if we're near an ad break or you're afraid of the conversation getting cut off from the ad break, there it is. It's right there for you. Which I think is awesome that I was able to do that and get that working. So, right. That was for 3 gems. Let's go into the archive. And let's open up our next archive event, which is Elsewhere in Kotrara. So, we're going to do that. We're going to have to run through. I was told I don't need to swap the color of the unit for the archive events. Oh, Lord, yeah. Oh my God, it's 3-0. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm not going to wind up swapping. I'm going to try it. So it's asking for an assist, and I have Mirabel, who is a protect. character, but we are going to run with it anyway, and see if we get the special item drop. I don't think it'll. Hopefully it doesn't affect anything. If not, I'll just run the mission again. It's not a big problem. The story, I'm not 100%. I mean, this was from years ago, so we're running through it now. I don't like the text-based. I'm not big on the text-based part. So I am glad that the Oilers are 3-0 up inside 10 minutes in the first half. Here we go with Mirabelle, who is just going to shoot everything into oblivion, basically. And she's actually getting pretty strong herself. I mean, she's nowhere near like what I have Sakura or Mitsuki or anything that can handle, you know, hard difficulty or things like that. But it is just nice to have somebody so mobile, so ranged, so absolutely just... And the particle charge that I have on her is absolutely unreal right now. Remember that meme of the crying United kid in Europa League final? They're doing a rerun in Dallas. Nice. What's up, Crack? What's up, Crack? You're telling me I think I gotta go in here. I think this is the next. Yep. It's now I gotta fight Mitsuki. Well, we're gonna his name's a dead shop. His name's a dead shop. Blockbuster V20. His name's a dead shop. What's up, Blockbuster? Now I'm just gonna get the. That was just a meltdown. So let me see if that actually worked. It did. I guess all we had to do is complete the quest. I actually don't need to assign the green. Well, it was the supporters, but I don't think I have. I think I have blue built on Mirabelle right now. That's funny about the. I'm shattered. Gonna head to bed. Thanks for stopping by earlier, Benny. Enjoy the stream. Thank you very much, Blockbuster. Guys, brand new streamer, by the way, who's just starting in FM. He's actually also doing a level 20 to the top. Check out Blockbuster. Brand new streamer, not even affiliate yet. FM content creator. Give him a follow. Really, did that actually work? That actually worked. Wow. Okay. That actually did work. Cool. So I'm gonna do the medium or the easy as Mirabelle. This thing, I swear to God, it's literally just been here that it's flying around and it's killing me. But anyway, nice to be back on this game on stream for the first time in like 3 weeks. So right. So schedule-wise, I think tomorrow I'm playing more Out of the Park, and then next week I have some Hearts of Iron on the schedule, and I also have I don't think I have FM on the schedule next week, but I will say the week after that is a brand new game. We're going to be playing a brand new game on stream, in 2 weeks, and I'm very, very excited for it because it has been out for a year. It's just coming to PC, and it's supposed to be extremely good, and that is Stellar Blade is coming out. So we are going to be playing Stellar Blade right after launch. So expect about a week or two of Stellar Blade streams. So I need to get a good sleep tonight, have a proper gym session tomorrow. So thanks for coming to my stream earlier and having a brilliant stream. Have a brilliant stream yourself. But remember when a duck walked, okay. You know what? I deserve that for what I did to you earlier today. I deserve that for what I did to you earlier to the song I got stuck in your head earlier today. So that's only fair. Crack, have a wonderful night. Enjoy and get some good sleep, man. Right. I I'm going to give you a shout out while you go. Another phenomenal Football Manager streamer. Currently is also has a playthrough of Crack Expedition 33 of Claire Obscura, I think it's called, or something. Expedition 33, which was what they were playing tonight. So yeah, give him a follow. Really fun streamer. I have some of the best laughs on Crack stream. It's a very fun stream. Definitely worth your time in terms of a follow. Right. Let's move on to the suppress one, which is also going to be Mirabelle. I haven't actually worked on upgrading Mirabelle's weapons yet because I don't have a UR weapon for her, but I think it's a SR weapon that just increases particle charge. Like, I mean, the particle charge rate is insane on this weapon, on Mirabelle right now. So, like, she starts with half right out the cut. And I mean, this is a quicker charge rate than I have on Sakura or Mitsuki by about 20, or yeah, 20. No, by about 2 times. So, yay! Another listen. Okay. there's only 2 of them that I play. Okay. So. And the one I don't even really touch very often, and that's Nikkei. I haven't touched Nikkei in probably 3 to 4 weeks. So I haven't even logged in to Nikkei to get the login rewards in like 3 to 4 weeks. So that game is fun, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like there's just too much to do in that game. Like, I was telling this to somebody today. I was like, the Nikkei game, when I log in, it's like I could set a stream up, and I'm like, listen, I have 3 hours, like I usually do, give myself 3 hours, and in that 3 hours, I want to play through a chapter in the mission or in the story, like just play through a whole chapter, and then also do my dailies. And like my dailies take like 2.5 hours in that game. And then I'm left trying to rush through the story in the final like 30 to 45 minutes, and the chapters take a little bit, so it just doesn't feel like, it just feels like there's too much to do in Nikkei. Whereas this, the thing I like about the Taimanin game is just, or one of the things I like, there's many things I've liked about this game, but one of the things I do like is I can play as much or as little as I want. I can log on just for the rewards and do, skip it, like just use the operational missions or the operational reports, secret reports, whatever they're called, to fast play through a mission and log off, or I can actually like spend an hour or 2 hours and grind it. Like, it's just great. Woo! Okay. And it's free to play, and you don't actually have to spend money on a lot. There's 1 character paywall. 1. So, oh god, that's stars scored, and I get back into it before the period's over. 4 goals in the first period is pretty crazy. I did manage to promote Shiranui, so she's now 10 stars. So she's going to be on her way to level 83. And now I'm going to work on promoting Sakura to 11 stars next. Which you need 2 crystal mirages for, which is going to require, well, I think it's like either 400 gold coins from the Total War area of the arena, or it's going to take about 20,000, or, well, 400 just for 1 crystal mirage from the Total War area, or it's going to take, it's 10,000 Time of VR points from the Time of VR shop, which That's just for one as well. And I think I have about 5,600 time of VR points. So I'm grinding them out. I'm getting there with them. And then the total war points, I have 200 of the gold points. So I'm halfway there with that. There we go. And that is chapter, or I should say the one section done. So now we've got the suppress section. That was protect. I got assist done. Protect done. Now we got suppress. I'm tired for some reason. And oh, this is the one I have to kill X number of units. Woo! Get out of there. I couldn't chain that together in time. I was trying to chain one, like the end of one combo into the start of the next, and I just couldn't. The animation was just too long. Oh wow. Same thing. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, I love that that has a healing effect on her, by the way. So, boom, that's 20 mobs done. That's another 10 gems. Nice thing about the archive event too, and I know we've said it before, we've gone over it quite a number of times, is these are all the old events from years past. So every time you clear one, you get the 10 gems. So it's 10, literally for these type of missions, which isn't even the main type, it's 10, 20, 30, 60, and then when I clear hard, it's going to be 90 gems. Plus, require the archive ticket, plus material box, and then this is going to give me a UR weapon of choice, which is nice. So whatever character I need a UR weapon for, I can pick it up. The other nice thing is, in some of these other missions, you get the supporter. So if you're ever missing supporters from events gone past, you can pick them up. That's really nice. And yeah, it's awesome. So, real quick with Shiranui, I need 3,000 points to get her to level 9 on all her stats. So, which is, you know, we're getting there. But I'm going to swap her out for Igawa Sakura, the main, otherwise known as the main. And she is, I need a lot more points for her as well. A lot more. I think I need like 18,000, and I have 3481. So, just to get this to level 59. These are almost complete, which is nice. So we're getting there for Sakura. I'm actually almost done Sakura's points. I meant to show you guys or go over the. Oh, now the fly's just on the damn computer screen. Like that's not distracting whatsoever. Fuck this fly, man. So. Just right away. Woo! Dodge that. That was an undodgeable. I mean an unstoppable, if you want to say whatever you want to say. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Woo! Get out of there. She's gonna land. Woo! Get out of there. There we go. More of them. Dead. Wipe yourself off, man. You dead. That'll be enough for the jump up, I think. Oh, another way? What the? That should. Oh, I thought that was another score for Dallas. I was about to be like, what? No. Right. Shiranui is the boss. The ult should take care of her pretty much instantly. It did not, but the panda will. So I think I critted on that panda, which is why. Right. All three. Let's go. And that'll bring up Protect with Sakura. So we'll fly through these three. We'll move on to the next event. Archive event. We'll get out. He's blowing up. I didn't melt his HP quick enough for me to stand in there and try to take the kill instead of him blowing up, but here we go. Ooh. Apparently I've been poisoned. I don't even know how or from what, but ooh. Why is he gotta be like that? Thank God that pool is only for visual effect. Damn, the Braves scored more. Damn, that game's over. Phil's ain't coming back from that one. Was it 9-0 in the 7th? Yeah, stick a fork in him. They played a doubleheader today because the game yesterday got rained out. So if you went to the rescheduled game in the middle of the day, which was like 105 or something like that, then you actually made out. Because the Phils tried everything to lose that game basically, but they held on. And if you went to the game 2 days ago, you did well because the Phils, that was a close game as well. I think 4-3 was the final in that one. But it might have been 3-2. But oh, you brought the big guy. Oh, you brought these motherfuckers. Why? Woo! Hit him with the panda. Get him out of there. Just want to hit you with the panda again. There we go. Whoa, bud. Oh, really? Okay. Damn, they keep on spawning. I only need 10 more. This fucking fun. Get out of here. See if I can get him to run into one. Boom, there we go. That was nice. Done. Right. So that is this award. And then that also gives me this award, which is 100 gems. So as you complete these, you fill this up too. So for 213, I'm going to get 200 gems. For this, I'm going to get another weapon or supporter of choice, which is great. It's absolutely fantastic. So do your archive events, kids. Do them. You really get to you really get a lot done. Right, so there's that, and then the question is, this is for Mitsuki, Shiranui, and Lapis. Grants 1 stack whenever you use a skill, stacks up to 100 times, lasts 30 seconds. Removes all stacks, performs range attack of 220% plus 5% per stack damage. That's pretty good. It's the same effect on all three. It's just for Emily Simmons, Shinganji Kurenai, or Mitsuki Shiranoi / Lapis. Now, I have both Emily Simmons right here, and I have a UR weapon for her. Zero's system uses skills automatically except counter bomb, trap, round slicer, healing field, but Emily's normal attack damage is... That is fucking terrible. She's arranged, so I definitely need a better UR for her. And then, do I have, Kurenoi unlocked? I know I don't have Lapis. Kurenoi, where are you? Am I missing something? Where's Kurenoi? Am I... Oh, there she is. Weapon. Critical damage increases by 22%. Reduces speed of nearby enemies by 99% for 2 seconds when attacked while consuming a counterattack stance. Deals equal to 430% attack. And heals 6% of the lost HP. That's pretty good. So I don't need one for Kurenoi. She's fine. I could use a better one for Emily Simmons. So what I'm going to do is burn the ticket on Emily's weapon. So we'll do that. This motherfucker will not leave me alone. Anyway. So that's done. Let's actually use that because I have 21 of them and I never remember to use it. I also need to do something with weapons and whatnot soon because I am running out of inventory space. So I'm definitely running out of inventory space. So that'll free up 4 right there. But like, I have 108 spaces left. I could expand this, spend the 700 and just max the inventory. The R's do need to go at some point, so I'll probably work on those. I like having at least one of the ends just to, like this one I don't need because I have 2 of them, and this one I don't need because I have 2 of them. But I like having all the normals or the ends just as like a decorative thing, as a collection thing even. This one I don't need because I have 2 of them. If, what's his face were here, Emax were here, he would probably yell at me. I mean, knowing him, he would probably yell at me for that. But, yeah, that is the one thing I forgot. That is the one Discord I didn't post in, is is the Gamers of Culture one. So let me do that now. I went that whole damn countdown timer intro to forget to post in that Discord, like an absolute idiot. So there you go. At least that's posted. So cool. I've actually remembered to do it now. Right. Let me just reset where I was in Discord and now tap back into the game. Okay. Cool. He would yell me, you don't need all these R weapons. And he's right. He would be 100% right. Like, I could just come over here and be like, boop. And then, boop. And then just say to the rest, hey. Well, I don't know about that, but sell those. Actually, to be honest, let's clean this up real quick. let's just clean it up for the sake of cleaning it up real quick, right? So the whole mindset is I want to get each weapon skill to 5. So this would be level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is extra. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is extra. 5, 5, 5. You got 5 of each weapon, no more. Is essentially my rule. So there's 6 here, right? 5, 5. There's a lot more than 5. So these would go. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of these have to go. This goes on the end. These two go. Damn. This one goes. 2, 3, 4, 5. These two go. 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two go. This one goes. A lot more here. These two are going. This one. This one. I mean, there are weapons. I don't really. They're only in there for the collective nature of them being in there. Uh, uh, wow, a lot of these bows here. So there's 5. That will cut it down to 5. Boom, 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 boom. Which was a song that I trolled Crag with earlier today, and then wound up getting stuck in my own damn head like an idiot. So, congrats, Crag. Honestly, it's my own goddamn fault. There's like a difference between these two weapons, I think. There's something odd like that. Like they look very close together. Same here. Ba 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 ba. I have too many here. Yeah. Way too many here. So. It's a good song, but it's just like, it's so fucking catchy. It actually gets annoying because it will not leave your head. It just does not actually leave your head. I can't select anymore. So, boom, there we go. Collecting the gold, collecting the mileage. Mainly the mileage. I need the mileage. Just to collect 1 or 2 of the mileage shop kind of things. Then we're good. This is probably the wrong idea, but you know what? It is what it is. It's not, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to find SRs and Rs again pretty easily. You know what I mean? Like, you can draw them again at any time. There's no need to, like, worry about, oh, I have to exchange these, or I have to break these down, or I have to, you know, there's no, it's fine. I mean, the shit will be, we're going to wind up collecting this shit over and over and over and over again. So, don't ever let anybody else stress you out on how to play the game. Any game, for that matter. Right. I have a new weapon. That is going to be Emily Simmons' weapon in the collection. So let's just get rid of the notification, which is next. So, because I'm the type that I hate notifications. Discord, for me, I do not know how people do it. I do not understand how people have their Discords and they have like 10 notifications from about 17 different servers, and they have 120 total notifications. Like, my notifications for Discord are clean. I keep that like, the moment a notification pops up, I look at it. I ask myself if it's actually important. 9 times out of 10 it's not, and I just mark it red. There it is. The Howling Orthros. And then I just move on. Like, I don't have any, there's no, you know, I don't know why people let them build. I never will. But anyway, we're continuing on. Let's start with the next archive event, shall we? I keep coming up to season 1. We're on season 2. Contaminated Gacha Forest is what's next. So we get this lovely supporter at the end. Mekamura Uraru. So increases damage dealt by machine type characters by 18%. Sets trap that deals 420% damage and knocks back the triggering enemies. That's what she does. That's what she do. We got a normal, easy, medium, hard, 5 sections each now. Right, so who's coming out for the normals but Mirabelle Bell? And then obviously, you know, we do Mitsuki Shiranui for the mediums, and then we do Sakura Igawa for the hards. So there's that. I should do Urihara Rin at some point, but Rin's coming along on her own because Rin is my go-to number 3 in Taima VR. So Taima VR, the characters do actually gain experience, unlike Total War or the Arena or anything like that. So, you know, Urihara Rin's coming along quite well just from Taima VR alone. So. Right. I just got ult there. Remind me to talk about this outfit. Right now, in my opinion, it's Mirabelle's best. So. Yeah. Absolutely get melted. What I like about it is I actually feel like I did a good job with the dye of the outfit. So that's Mirabelle's default, by the way. So when you look at Mirabelle Bell, right? When you look at the dyeing parts, the gold here actually stays the same. So if I go to the dye, right, they look pretty much the same. But the crazy thing is the one for here is like it's one of these two, but it doesn't show up. It's like a muted pink/purple. So I'm like, that's a good background color for the outfit. And then you got the actual pink here and here and here. And then I decided for this lighter pink, or actually the lighter pink is the background here. Well, one of these two was the purple. And they look almost exactly the same. But the gold, you can't change. And I'm like, it's such a nice accent throughout the outfit. Like, it's such a nice separator here that I'm absolutely in love with the dye on that outfit. I was able to get on that outfit at least. So I just think it looks, when you put it all together, it looks fantastic. So I forgot to look into that weapon of Mirabelle's, because there's two that look really closely similar. Oh. And I forgot that they look closely similar and that they are different weapons. I just want to go over it again and see if I can distinguish the difference, or notice the difference, or at least establish the difference. This thing is going to kill me. I don't want to smack my laptop, but I might have to if this fly keeps landing on it. There we go. I don't know where he went off to now. I just want him to land like here, and then I can be like, and maybe whack him. So, you guys got the ads in a minute 13. So, there was that. Way, Hirokiri! I can't believe it's almost been 2 years. Hirokiri! Sheesh. Jesus Christ, man. 68 months, bro. 68 months. That's insane. That's 5 years and 8 months. How you been, man? I'm so glad I get to hear from you every once in a while, man. I really am. I hope you've been well, brother. How you been? How's everything? So I try and stay in. You know, I'm really bad at that. So you can just blame me. You know, But hectic times these days, but alive. Are you in decent health at least? I know you have, what you have, but I'm just saying, are you at least feeling okay from the day to day? You know. But I can only imagine the hecticness. Weather being inconsistent has done some damage, but I do get some good times. I'm okay. I'm good to hear. I'm glad to hear that you at least do get some good times, man. The weather has been absolutely awful. Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm just tired this week. There's also a fly flying around aggressively the laptop, and it's just absolutely taking the piss out of me. Oh my god, get this Ogama away from me. There we go. So, I'm at least, I'm hoping the Oilers win the Stanley Cup, Hitokiri. I'm hoping they do. Because I'll BRB, gotta read a story to help Piper crash. You go do that, man. That's pretty good. Does she, oh, Mirabelle reached max. Alright. Let's pause for a minute. Do I have enough to promote her? Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do. So Mirabelle is now promoted. Let's take a screenshot of this for the Gamers of Culture Discord. See if I can get this fly off my goddamn keyboard. I don't think I'm gonna get. Damn it! I moved the glass and he flew away. Sorry. All good, man. All good. Right. So Mirabelle's gonna keep progressing. That's good. Let's keep moving on with us. This fucking fly. He's on the wire. He's on the cord to my mouse now. I'm gonna get him before the end of the night. Either that, or I'm gonna get him tomorrow or some shit. I don't know. I mean, it's a good sign the room needs to be cleaned. It's been a while. My intention was to clean it this weekend, but you know. It is what it is. Oh my god, what are these eggs? And why are they all over the place? Oh, are they like almost like the explosive barrels? Is that what they're akin to? There we go. We got all the spiders. Now Mirabelle can keep progressing towards level 40. Shoot, man, get out of here. Well, that's good. I'm glad that I was able to get her. Sorry, Alt Tab just to check on the Discord again. I'm glad that I was able to get her to a 2-star. And I probably won't get her to 3-star tonight, but she's at least going to be progressing towards one of my strongest characters. So there's really 5 that I plan on maybe becoming like the main team, if you will, the A team, if you will. And Sakura Igawa is one, obviously, obvious reasons. Ooh, there's a big ass bear and a big ass spider, and they both want my booty. Woo! Well, the spider's gone, and so is the bear. But yeah, Sakura Igawa, Mitsuki Shiranui, those two given, right? Because I already got them so strong anyway. Um, Urihara Rin, I'm working on. I've got a great weapon for her. I've got her supporters built out pretty well too. Obviously, Mirabelle, who we're working on here. Um, and then I might do Rinko. I might do Eleanor, and I might do. I think my main five are gonna be Sakura, Shiranui, Urihara, um, Mirabelle, and then in all honesty, it's probably gonna be Eleanor, but well, I'll. Why don't you answer that question for yourself, there, David? Uh, but yeah. So this fucking. I swear to God, this thing's gonna kill me. Right. Let's move on to the normal missions now. We're into. We're into. uh, What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? That clip from Family Guy when you put popped up instantly. I don't know why that clip just instantly popped up into my head. Because I thought you would put instead of just So, right. The passive on Shiranui is phenomenal, by the way. I absolutely love it because it can take a lot of these guys that have a super shield or whatever you want to call it and just wind them down with a passive. It's great. So, line them up, knock them down. It's like bowling. That should be the, not quite yet. One more wave. That, and she's got such big 360 range. Shit annoy. I mean, I could be focusing on one character, swing, and the character behind her takes damage. So, absolutely. I feel the same way about Rin. Rin's a little bit trickier to use, though. She's not as straightforward. Because she starts with like 3 attacks solo, and then she starts doing sweeping lightning attacks. So it's like if you're in a tight spot, you can wind up getting. A's aren't having a great time, no. But then again, they don't even have a home, man. They're playing in Sacramento because they've been moved out of Oakland. So. A's basically have 162 games of not a good time. So. Because, you know, for some reason in this country, franchises have to move cities, and I don't know why. I really just don't know why. So. But I would say that wouldn't happen in Philadelphia, but it has. The Athletics have moved out. The famous Philadelphia Athletics, who are now the A's, who are moving again. This is like their 4th move. They went from Philly to Kansas City to Oakland to Sacramento for 3 seasons. This season, next season, the season after, to Las Vegas. So they must just be the most unloved franchise of all time. It's a shame they've moved out of Oakland. But that's the nature of the beast over here for some reason. Get the hell out of here. Alright. Oh, the fucking toe jumping thing. The Ogama, or whatever his name is. You know who's not having a good time? Either the Phils, but again, we won 2 out of 3 against the Braves. That's anytime the Phils play the Braves, since it's a division rivalry, and usually one of those 2 teams are decent. Ooh, get out of there. Anytime. Oh. If you were to say, Jesus Christ, stop it. If you were to say, hey, you lose the last game of the series, but you get to take 2 out of 3 off of them, Phil's fans would be like, absolutely, I'll take that deal. You know, so. Oh, we got another Ogama. Isn't that lovely? You deal with multiple of these guys. Woo. There we go. I got my passive active. There we go. We've got, what is that, 3? Was that, yeah, section 3. Let me check on Shiranui real quick. They're still like 1,600 points away. So, I've got a ways to go with her. I think her supporters are enchanted. I'm not 100% sure. Oh damn, y'all. Oh, y'all just gonna spawn right in the middle like that? Stuck in the middle with you. You know, it took me a while to like those songs again because I used to work retail, and them shits were always on the playlist. And when you worked an 8-hour shift, which most times it was not just an 8-hour shift, unfortunately, but when you did work it, that would play like 3-4 times a day. And I remember the place I worked at the time, and I know I've told this story before probably, but at the time, Glee was very popular. Glee was like the hit show on TV. And, yeah, I think it had just gone off the air or something, and they had bought the rights to the Glee soundtrack to play in the stores. So we'd be standing there in the stores working 9.5, 10-hour shifts, and having to listen to a large portion of the Glee soundtrack 3 to 4 times a day, which is torture that I would wish upon no other human being ever. There we go. The Phils get one back at least. They're not winning that game though. Down by 7 still. You ain't winning that game. Woo, double boss. Oh, you little punk. Oh, there we go. As long as I see the next headline that comes through about the big game is Oilers score to make it 4-1, I'll be happy. I will be happy. So. Okay, Phils have gotten a second one back. Okay. I meant to look at my schedule. What is stream schedule for tomorrow? Let me close Brazilian Fury's tab because he is done streaming real quick. Right. Yes, Out of the Park Baseball tomorrow. Saturday is Variety. So we're going to play Rise of Nations, Pangya, and I haven't decided what the third game's going to be on Saturday. It could be Hearts of Iron. It could be something else, like Football Manager. I haven't 100% decided. Probably won't be Football Manager, but I haven't 100% decided what it's going to be. And then Monday or Sunday is more Out of the Park Baseball. I'm going to try to get 3 games in. Monday will be Out of the Park Baseball. Tuesday is going to be Hearts of Iron. Thursday will be Taimanin again. We're going to finish the Archive Season 2 events on next Thursday. And then Friday will be Hearts of Iron. And then the week after that should be Stellar Blade, because the game should be out on PC, and I'm super excited for that. I've played all the other shift-up games. They're all pretty good. You know, obviously Goddess of Victory, Nikkei. You know, I know I criticized it tonight. It's a good game. It's just not 100% what I'm looking for in a gacha. And Destiny Child on the phone, which was a mobile game, Shift Up's first game, that was insanely fun. And it is a shame that game no longer exists. Destiny's Child died so that Destiny's Child I keep saying Destiny's Child like it's the band. Destiny Child walked so that Goddess of Victory Nikke could run. That might have to be a Blue Sky post because that's pretty on point. So, right. Now we get the boss. I'm just gonna come over here and just ult you. There we go. And they all fall down. Sakura. I have your weapon maxed. I have your supporters maxed. I just don't have your stats maxed. Okay. It's fine. We'll get there. I use her for the event quests, Sakura. So when I use the operational missions to quick complete the event quests, it's with Sakura. And then when I and then when I also do just the event the event missions in general on hard, it's with Sakura because she's my strongest character. So she's gonna get there without a shadow of doubt. There we go. Woo, okay. There we go. There's one down. Come on over. All I needed was the supporter skill. I just needed the E and let him run into it. Man, that was easy. Alright. On to section 3, and then we're going to be done the second archive event. I'm probably fixing to run at least 2 more archive events. And then we'll do, we'll look at where we're at. We are finishing the archives next Thursday. So look forward to that. Next Thursday we've got the last, what's going to be the last Taimanin stream for a while. I know that makes a lot of people happy, but yeah. Nonetheless, last Taimanin stream probably for like 3 weeks. Just because we're going to be stuck on that Stellar Blade. I don't think people I don't think people realize just how excited I am for that game to come out. It's going to be awesome. Plus, too, what's really neat is Shift Up has literally said they're not going to restrict mod makers from making content with the game. So we could get a whole slew of custom shit for that game, which is going to be pretty cool. I mean, you know, custom stories, custom items, just a whole lot. So they're actually taking care. They do seem to listen to their employees. Shift Up, or not employees, or customers. 10th Shadow, what's going on, man? How you been, man? How's our things, 10th? You know, I don't know if you were this motherfucker. Stop jumping around, you bastard. Nothing much, to be honest, other than I've been very busy. I totally understand, man. I totally understand. 10th, I don't know if you were here for the very first part of the playthrough when I started playing this. I know you came pretty early. You've been around for Taimanin streams for quite a while now. But I had to look back at the YouTube video, right? Or the YouTube playlist, for example, right? And when I had started streaming Taimanin 7 months ago, 8 months ago, somewhere around there, I was I was rank 17, commander rank 17. And I think Sakura's CP was like 40,000. I'm now level 86. And Sakura's CP is almost 97,000. So we've come a long, long way, man. We've come a long, long way together. So feels good. I literally rolled back into that too. He was slow. That attack was slowed, and I still rode it. You're close to maximum. I mean, 120 is still a far reach, you know. But I got 2 Taimanin now to... Oh, that was not where I wanted the Shadow Panda to go. I have 2 Taimanin at 10 star now. So we are getting there. Oh, Shadow Panda does it. The Shadow Claw. That's good, yeah. I got Mirabelle to 2-star tonight. So if you look at my Taimanin, I don't max them. Like, I don't do what, like, Emax does and use materials to level them up and use, you know, other stuff. I just level them through playing the game. But I got Rin's 3 stars, Rinko's 2 stars, Anrose is 2 stars, Mirabelle's now 2 stars. Eleanor is really close. Nobody else I've worked on. She's got it through the experience facility. That's the thing I don't use. I don't use the experience facility because I don't like it. I like leveling the characters naturally. But even having said that, like, Mitsuki's going to be approaching 82 soon. Urihara is at 46, so we're getting there. We're making good progress. I've definitely felt stronger over the past however many months. Like, Sakura's unreal now. I used to struggle, and like I had a peak where I was like level 58, and then Emax and I had a conversation about it, and after I built out my character with one specific color, you know, after I built Sakura, I think Sakura's green, but that good BRB. All right, cool. Yeah, after I built out her supporters all green, I went from 58,000 straight up, like, just straight away to 90 pretty much. Not even 90, it was like 70 or 80. And now I'm at 96, almost 97. Which feels good, man. It feels awesome. It feels awesome to be able to complete missions, except for that one event mission that we had with the 3 bosses like a month ago. I was like, God damn! I was getting my ass kicked. Sakura was like 89,000 CP, and I was still getting my ass kicked. I was like, this motherfucker. I couldn't get it done, man. That was brutal. That was absolutely brutal. So. Anyway. Right. Let's collect our rewards. Whee. And then come back here. And are they in the mailbox? No. There we go. Supporter. Who was that supporter? That was supporter number 63, Mekemura Uraru. So, there we go. Another nice supporter for us. Let's go into here and actually lock them, by the way. Let's do that. That sounds good. There you are. I need to do that for the weapons I got too. Lock you. I mean, come on. What's her face's weapon should be in here? I just picked it up. For crying out loud. You know, the one for Emily Simmons. Right here. Right over it. The weapons for Mirabelle I meant to look at. Right. So these look similar. So this is the assault shooter. That's also the assault shooter. Okay, interesting, cool. I think I have that equipped in the sub slot right now for Mirabelle, just because I really don't have anything better for her. That is equipped in the no, wait, go back. Was that yeah, that is equipped in the sub spot. So, oh, fuck off, Dallas. I don't need any of these. Where are you? Bruh, bruh, bruh. Where'd you go? There you go. I don't need any of these. Yep. So these are all going up on the sale block. Oh, I locked them instead of sold them. Doink. Dope. There we go. There we go. Easy as Sunday morning. Right. Archive. Now. Okay, back. Welcome back. Yeah. The Dallas Stars scored while you were gone, so now you're not allowed to leave. We have that stipulation at the Union games, right? Because a few seasons ago, whenever we needed a goal, my dad hated going to the bathroom during halftime because the line to get into the bathroom would be extremely long, right? So he would always wait till like the 50th minute and then he would go. And we had a season like 2021 season or something like that where it was uncanny how many times he had a stretch where uh, he would just go down to use the restroom in the 50th minute, and we would just score while he was gone, right? So the running joke became when we needed a goal, we would be like, "Dad, go to the bathroom. Like just go bathroom. We need a goal." Right? And so then the people two rows in front of me, right? There's this, I don't know his name, but he used to have the real long dreads like a Rastafarian. So I always referred to, like, I never knew his name. My dad and I never knew his name. So I just nicknamed him the Rastafarian to my dad. And his wife had this streak in 2022 where the same thing happened. She would go for like last call for the drinks in like the 65th to 70th minute, and we would score every time she was down getting drinks and to bring back up to the stand. And so we used to joke with her like, "We need a goal," because it's late in the game. By then, we would be like, "We need a goal. Go down, go to the concourse." Um, so it got broken last year uh, because the team was just so bad in general last year, right? Um, but it's like a running gag now between me and my seatmates. This is the kind of shit that pisses me off about some of the SOB members. I love the SOB. I love the SOB members. I love the Sons of Ben. I love the Sons of Ben members. However, so many of them, or not so many of them, but a lot of them, particularly in the board and the people close to those in the board, want general admission for the section. And I'm like, no. Like, these are the kind of connections that I've established because I've had this seat specifically where I'm located at for the last 9 seasons. And I've built these relationships with people, total strangers, because we're near them in the game. You know what I mean? And I've gotten to know some of them, even if I don't know some of their names, like the Rastafarian and his wife. You know, there's an older guy in front of me. I don't know his name, but we both love the sport and the intricacies of like how plays develop, how plays break down, how you know what I mean, like so that's what we talk about. Like, and Gen Admission would take all of that away. So, and I know they would look at that and just roll their eyes at it because it's like, well, you could meet new people or make new friends and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But like at the same time, like, let's fucking go, Edmonton. Let's go. But at the same time, like, I've known these people for years. You know what I mean? I've really made a connection with those people, and I don't want to lose that because they don't like showing up 2 hours early to the game, and I do. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's at risk if that section goes to general admission. The new Taimanins and the evil mist. Let's unlock it. Let's play it. It's another 5 sections. In fact, I think all of them are. These all are. I actually remember this one. The Not Demon Island, No Dirty Business. That was a pretty fun one. This is the assist, protect, suppress type event mission. And I think all the rest are the regular. Yeah, that's the only one left. That's the only assist, protect, suppress like. Sleep decided to tell me to piss off, so I'm back for a bit. What's crack? Like, crack, go to fuck to bed, man. You got a gym sesh tomorrow, man. You don't want to be tired for your gym sesh. Listen to ASMR, man. Put on some ASMR. You ever put on ASMR, man? That shit knocked me right the fuck out. I got a good. Well, I was. Oh, nice. I got a good ASMR video. Hang tight. I got 2 ASMR videos for you to try. Okay. You're going camping tomorrow. Nice. Sick, actually. I've never been. It's not my type of thing, but it does look a lot of fun, man. Good. Have fun with that. Let me get the other video. I'm gonna give these to you, Crack, and you might totally tell me to piss the fuck off. You might totally think I'm odd as fuck for sending these to you, but these 2 videos always fucking do me in, man. They all, like, if I am ever struggling for sleep, I put on one of these 2 videos and I will not make it through to the end. So, I'm gonna give you these. Here's one. Here's video 1 for you. And here's video 2. So, if those don't do it for you, the first video, the last section, fucking just abs. If I make it 29 minutes into that video and I'm not asleep, the last 8 minutes always knocks me out. And then the first video, I usually don't make it past 20 minutes. So that sentence was a bit. You think in odd as fuck. No. You might think I'm odd for sending that to you, but those videos, those 2, particularly those 2 ASMRs are very, very, very good. But those specifically on top of those 2 ASMRs, those 2 videos knock me the fuck out like nothing else. So, if they work for you, fantastic. And like I said, the first video, the Nada one, sometimes I actually get up to the last section where it's like 30 minutes into the video, and if I just the last 8 minutes absolutely does me in. And then the first one I never get past 20 minutes. So, but how long you going camping for, 10th Shadow, and what are you gonna do while you're camping? So, like, it's awesome that you're going camping. That yawn was not because I don't like camping. That yawn was because I am one tired puppy. I've never seen Mirabelle's. That's the one thing that I need to do with just the weekend leaving tomorrow. Oh, a little extended weekend, hey? So, that's nice. Who are you going with? I had the Arizona video finished, roll over to Jordan, but no. The key is to turn autoplay off. I don't know why anyone would have autoplay on for YouTube. So, I make sure my phone's fully charged. I play one of those videos, and I wake up to 70% battery life, and I can't remember what a lot of watch a lot of playlists. Sorry. Okay. I got you. So I actually don't do that. I have, for example, I actually have a playlist that's ASMR. It's all the best, not best, but it's all the ASMR videos that usually work for me, and it's like 20 or 30 now. But I whenever I put one on, I always X the playlist off, or I always, you know, if I'm on PC, I actually go into the URL and remove and list because I don't want the autoplay to kick in, you know. So, me and my family doing a family camping trip once a year. That's very nice, actually. It's really nice. So, it's always nice to spend time with family. I think that's the one thing now that I'm older I've kind of grown to appreciate is, you know, time with the family. I mean, it sounds weird because I could spend the evenings with them, you know, watching the games with them or whatever, but I always come back here and I always game or I stream and they go to bed, and you know, it feels like a potential disconnect there, but honest mistake by my mother. Wow, really? But we do other things as a family, you know. We usually go out to lunch. It's probably our favorite thing to do as a family is go out to lunch or ice cream. So, or games. We'll go, instead of sitting at home and watching the Phillies, we'll go to the Phillies, you know? So, that's always a fun activity. Mirabelle's just so good. Like, I feel like Mirabelle's so overpowered as a character that even if I had her very underbuilt, say she was only like 20,000 CP, I could go into a hard mission and still clear it with her because her kit set is just so good. Yeah, you could only drive to the island when the tide was out. That took 2 days. Thankfully, there were people who lived on the island. Oh, okay. So it's nice that you're doing a family camping trip, though, 10th Shadow. That's really awesome, actually. So, um, well, the Phils are trying to mount some sort of a comeback, but they're still 6 runs behind. However, Mirabelle Bell is a horrible name. I know. It's like that. It's like that. No. Kit set. Kit set. You know, like I don't know how else to explain it. It's mainly a term that's used in like League of Legends, you know, or like Overwatch or something like that. But fucking crack. Now you got crack started. God damn it. Kid set. Yes, I know. Yeah. Now you got crack started. He'll never go to bed. So. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. There we go. Tell me I'm wrong though. I feel like you could complete missions with Mirabelle that you normally wouldn't complete with characters as low leveled as I have her now. Um, so just because she's so long ranged and uh, she's a Gundam. What do you expect? That's a really good point, actually. That's fair point. So. But I have her weapon. I only have an SR weapon on her, right? And I think the SR weapon is just for crit rate. It's either crit rate or crit damage. And then I have a supporter on her that increases particle charge rate. So she's just like, even though it's just an SR weapon and whatnot, like she's just unreal right now. melts everything. That's like, say Crack is streaming, of course I'll skip a complete impossibility. Yeah, right. So, Oilers are 20 minutes away from the Stanley Cup final. Oh, I hope we do it. I want to win the Stanley Cup, man. And it's been way too long since the Oilers have won the Stanley Cup. Way too long. Reminder after this quick mission to take a drink. My throat is dry. I had a lovely black cherry soda today. It's really nice. How's the OOTP personal save going? How many years you've been? In Out of the Park base, so in the offline save for Out of the Park baseball, I'm in 1872. So I completed the first season. I finished the first season like 26-6, I want to say it was. I won the World Series because the American League was so weak. I think the Washington Olympics came out of the American League with a losing record. Like, the best team in the American League had a losing record. So I kind of smoked them in the playoffs. And then, well, I say the playoffs. Literally, the playoffs is just the World Series back then. Although technically, historically, the World Series doesn't begin until 1901. But you know, you need to crown a champion, so they give you the World Series from 1987 to 1901. But anyway, so I won the World Series with the Troy. I'm the Troy Haymakers in that one. And I think I am in season 2, and I'm something like 28-11, I think. So that one's we're doing good. We're doing good. Same rules as the last time too. Only the best team in the National League and the best team in the American League make any sort of postseason, and that's just the World Series. But there's I think 11 teams now instead of 9. So, and it's 60 game season instead of 32. So, is that being added to the stream schedule? No, I have one save specifically for offline in OOTP, and then I have one save specifically in online for OOTP. So you're only going to see the one where I'm commentating with the mic. I am managing in that save. I'm the Rockford Forest Cities. But we're off to a terrible start. We're 2-4. We won Tuesday night, maybe, was it? I think Tuesday night we won. But oh, everything is sporadic on my stream. This is the first time I'm playing Taimanin in 3 weeks, and then I have Hearts of Iron on the schedule for next week, and Hearts of Iron. It would be like the first time in 3 weeks I'm playing Hearts of Iron, but same as me. True that. Yeah, exactly. For me, I just play whatever I feel like at the time. And you know, I've been playing a lot of Out of the Park baseball because it's a brand new game I got that I've never played before that I'm really enjoying it. So you know the way it is. The moment you pick up a game and you really enjoy it, the only thing you play for a few days / weeks is that game, right? So that's kind of where I've been at with Out of the Park. But I do have it on the schedule for this week, and I was looking forward to hear you say, "Bruz, I'm disappointed, Lord of the Assets." You asshole. Yeah, Expedition 33, even though the numbers are... yeah, exactly. Gaffa is doing the same thing. I don't know if you know the Gaffa Kako, but he's doing the same thing. He's playing Gray Zone Warfare, and he's absolutely loving it. It looks really good, actually. But like they are like maybe he's pulling maybe 10% of the viewership, but it's not about that. It's a game you really like, and you play what you like, you know. I haven't followed. Haven't had much chance. He's a funny streamer. He's a really good. He's a really good football manager, as well. He likes to yell at his players as well on stream, which is really funny. So imagine the FM version of Neil Warnock, but with slightly better management skills. And I shouldn't say slightly better management skills, but with slightly better results. So so that's why I'm happy to keep at it. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can't tell me we didn't have fun on your stream tonight. You know? You just described me. Nah. You're like Roy Keane, but without the anger and with all the humor and better results as well. So sane. Yeah, exactly. Sane Roy Keane. I love how I went into that description crack and was like, you're like Roy Keane, except, and then named 4 to 5 complete opposite traits that would make you nothing like Roy Keane. We'll just move on from that though. Let's just overlook that for the sake of, well, sanity. So, but no, oh, these guys are so annoying. Um, no, it's but same thing's happening with him. You know what I mean? He's playing Gray Zone Warfare. He really likes it. It looks a lot of fun. I know that. It looks like a game I would play. Like if I hadn't bought OOTP and then turned around and pre-ordered Stellar Blade, I would probably be looking into picking up Gray Zone Warfare. In all honesty, so. I've seen enough of Expedition 33 not to want to buy the game, believe it or not. So, and I don't know you with my personality, and I was asking for the follows and shares too much. Was it? I don't think so, no. I don't think you were. I'm just not the kind of guy that's going to do that, and I don't mean that by any offense to you. But like when people are like, here's my social media, or can you tweet out that I'm live? Well, no, you tweet out you're live. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. So... But, you know, some people will, and that's fine. But I don't think you you know, I don't want to say broadcasted it, but you know what I mean, advertised it. I know, the sequel's coming, I know, I'm so excited, bro. So, I'm just excited we get the game on PC, because I am at the point where there are a few games that I am going to wind up literally, we're talking like less than 5 games that are on either the Xbox Series S only or the PlayStation 5/4 only, and I'm literally next year, after the Olympics trip is done and over and paid for, I'm going to wind up buying an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5 just to play those games. So, well, you say that, but we did have Nier Automata for the PC. By the way, if you like Expedition 33, well, I shouldn't say if you like Expedition. The games aren't really like each other, but if you haven't played Nier Automata, I can't recommend it enough. Game's phenomenal. And if you wind up playing Nier Replicant first, since that's technically chronologically the first game in the series, that's also a good game. Do not get me wrong, Nier Replicant is a good game, but Nier Automata was a groundbreak. Like, I don't even want to say groundbreak. Like, it's a masterpiece. It's just an absolute masterpiece. So, come on now, take a pan to the face, will you? So, You're talking about Expedition 33. I thought you were talking about Stellar Blade. Yeah. Nier was just a breathtaking game. Just everything about it blew my mind. that's the reason why I still gain him into my 30s. Like, I've really struggled since I stopped playing multiplayer games. I've really struggled to find something I enjoyed like I did back in the Unreal Tournament days and the Chrome Hound days and all that. You were on about Stellar Blade? Alright. I mean, I really struggled, you know? Like, I would sit down. Granted, I was like 14, 15, too young to work. But I would sit down at the PC from 10 a.m. to about 4 in the morning, and I would just play Unreal Tournament. And I love that game. That game was amazing to me, and it gripped me, and I did nothing but play it because I was so enthralled with it. And there weren't a lot of games that have done that to me since. And Nier Automata was one of those games, I will say. I mean, I've enjoyed a lot of games since then that I've played that have been really good. You know, Civilization's been like Civ 6, Civ 5. Other games, Hearts of Iron, have been good. Like, I've enjoyed all those games, but nothing's really like really blown me away. And I would say Nier Automata has been one of those games that's come along and just like that. This game is just, I would play it over and over and over and over and over again if I could. And I probably could, but it was unbelievable. So, I'm hoping Stellar Blade does the same. I don't think it will, but I'm hoping Stellar Blade does the same. But yeah, very tempted to be a shill and go and play the new gacha Arythia Restart from launch on stream. There's a new one people have been playing, Crystal something, Crystal Void, Crystal Abyss, some shit like that. And I'm like, I don't know what this game is. It looks okay. I think the problem I have with most gachas like this, because I have been tempted to pick up other ones, is, you know, oh fuck, I'm stunned. Wake up. Okay. Damn, I thought I had his, alright, whatever. There have been some games where character design has been amazing, and I love the look of some of the characters and some of the gameplay, but I haven't quite... There's elements of the gameplay that I don't like at the same time. And, Snowbreak Containment seems like one of those games. I've watched some streamers play it. It looks good. It looks fun. I'm not sure I'm going to 100% love it. I feel that way about Nikke. It's fun. It's a good game to play. But there's something about it that just doesn't make me fall in love with the game. Which is why I don't play. Basically, DMC gotcha. Okay, Devil May Cry, gotcha. Alright. Silver Palace looks awesome from the trailers anyway, yeah. Horizon Zero Walker looked really good. And I actually enjoy the gameplay in that game. But again, it's just something about it that just turns me... I mean, it's so hard to advance in that game if you don't have the best characters. Because, like, there's some characters that I want to play as. Like, I have certain teams in Horizon Zero... not Horizon Zero Walker. It's just called Horizon Walker, I think. But I have some teams set up specific ways. And, like, I can't seem to advance the skill of some of them because they're just not good enough characters. And I'm like, that shouldn't be the case. You know what I mean? Like, I should be able to pick a character I like and play through the game with them. And, you know, that's kind of why I like this game, because no matter who you like out of the 37 Taimanin, you can pick one or purchase one with gems, except for one character. She's behind a paywall. Everybody else is purchasable for in-game. Get good scrub. Be like me in Path of Exile 2. Bang your head against the wall till you win. I don't want to do that. I'm 37. I don't want to come home from work or finish work and I have to bang my head against the wall just to get better at a game so that I might enjoy it in the future. That's not good gameplay. Your gameplay is a problem then, if that's the case. You know what I mean? That's a gameplay problem. That's not a skill issue. So, I know you're memeing, but still, like, people say that. It's like, well, you gotta get better at the game. I'm not saying I should be great at the game from the start. But what I am saying is if I find a character I like, I should be able to take them and play through the game with them. And I can't do that in Nikkei as much. I can't do that in Horizon Walker. I can't do that in some of these gachas. And that's a big turnoff for me. I know, I'm joking. You watched the I banged against the... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, that's why I like this game. Because it's like, if you like Fuma, you pick her, you play with her, she'll level up and get stronger herself. If you like Ingrid, you pick her, you play with her, you play missions with her, she levels up, she gets stronger. It's very straightforward. Uh, uh, you're such a dickhead. You know that you're. But no, like that's why I like this game a lot, and I like this game a lot. Well, I've always loved the character art, but and the design. But you love me, don't lie. You drive me up a fucking wall sometimes. Not when you say that stuff. That I get. When you were making fun of the recipe shit triggered me so much today, and it wasn't just from you either. Like I posted in the Discord the recipe, right? And I understand that I didn't provide context. It's just a recipe. I'm well aware of that. But I post the recipe and somebody goes, "What's this?" It's a fucking recipe. What do you think it is? You know what I mean? Like, what are you asking? What's this? It's very clearly a recipe with a list of ingredients that you need to make the recipe. Like, what do you... Come on, Sherlock, put it together. You know what I mean? Where's the critical thinking? You're. I ought to time your ass out for that crack. They were not valid. Are they chopped cloves or are they whole cloves? Motherfucker, they're still cloves. Whether you chop them or not, they're still cloves. You dickhead. Oh my god. Of course it's Coca-Cola. Of course it's Coca-Cola. Ha! Dickhead. I'm gonna start doing what I do with my mom. I'm gonna start doing that to you. And every time me and my mom argue, right, and she realizes she's messed up, we just wind up calling each other dickhead. So, and we'll say it like that, you dickhead. Like there was an old AMW commercial on, just for reference, and I think that legit cracked you though. It did. I was so pissed. I left. I was like, I got other shit I need to do, like cook dinner. I'm gonna fucking leave. Just fucking go cook dinner. So, but no, there was an old AMW commercial, which is a root beer brand over here, um, in the 90s, and the whole selling point was that it was thicker root beer, right? Thicker in taste, thicker in texture. So there's this guy doing an interview, and it just cuts to him, the guy who wants the job, and he goes, "So how about it, Mr. Dumbass?" And look, the camera switches to the other side of the table. Oh, fuck off, Dallas. And it says Mr. Dumass, and the guy leans forward and goes, "The name is Dumas." And then it's like, "Are you thick-headed? Try A&W root beer. Very thick." It's something like that, right? So instead of how about it, Mr. Dumbass? Me and my mom, whenever we argue, we'll just go, "You dickhead," in the same tone of voice. So I'm gonna start doing that to you, Crack. Every time we argue, or you try to troll me or something like, I'm just gonna start calling you a dickhead. I'm, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that in the chat. So that's how you'll know. If I wind up calling you a dickhead in your own chat, that's how you know. I need this answered because there's a misconception over here. Does root beer, ROOT, space BEER have alcohol, because over here sometimes it's depicted as being alcoholic. Uh, so water. No. Root beer, if you were to buy root beer in the United States, it does not contain alcohol. Now, there are brands that sell hard root beer or alcoholic root beer. It can have alcohol in it, but if you were to buy any brand name root beer in the store, it would not be alcoholic, no. That's what it is. Root beer is a soda. That's exactly what it is. It's a soda. So. Ooh, look at that dodge. I dodged that so I could keep pouring it on this guy. And now we did. Are they seen as two separate things? No, they're not. They're not seen as two separate things over here. Whoa, fuck. They're just... Root beer is a type of soda, like grape soda or orange soda. Because, you know, you have, like, Fanta, you have Crush as a brand of soda. So you have Orange Crush, Purple Crush, or Orange Crush, Grape Crush for orange soda, purple soda. You have Orange Fanta, Grape Fanta for orange soda, grape soda. They're just with sassafras. Yes, thank you, 10th. Sorry, those they're seen as two. Why are they seen as two separate things over there? That makes no sense. You know what this is like? No, that's fine. You know what this is like? The people that say, there was somebody who asked a question today in another chat that I was watching after work. And they said, why is Smash Brothers not a fighting game? Super Smash Brothers. And I said, it is a fighting game. You literally fight each other. And some people are like, it's not a fighting game, it's a platform fighter. And I'm like, guess what that is? A type of fighting game. I hate to break it to you. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's not traditional 1v1 fighter game like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or Tekken or anything like that. But it's a fighting game. It's a type of fighting game. You fight each other in the game. That makes it a fighting game. Like, River City Ransom is a type of fighting game. It's a side-scrolling fighter. It's completely different to Tekken. It's completely different than Super Smash Brothers. But it's a subgenre within the umbrella that is fighting games. You know? So, Smash is the platform fighter. Absolutely. That's a subgenre. Fighting games is the big genre. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have your competitive fighter, your 1v1 or team or whatever, like Marvel vs. Capcom has, but your traditional player versus player fighter. Then you have your platform fighter. Then you have your side-scrolling or story-based fighting game. Like, is it Sifu, the game? SIFU, I think is the name, or something like that. It's an action fighter. You fight opponents in that game. True, but let's go, Edmonton. True, but the idea of a fighter game is for it to have so many combos that you need you need a degree to win it. It's like saying FM24 and FIFA are both football games. They are both football games. One is a football management game, and the other is a football simulation game. But they're both football games. And you can put combos together in Smash. I hate to break it to you. Have you ever seen those people that put combos together? They like know how to toss you up and juggle you. Juggling, the whole act of juggling in Super Smash, which is a thing. That's a type of combo. So with him in his context, Smash wouldn't be a fighting game. Okay? It's a fighting game. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I know, but you also know what I mean, Miss. I know what you mean, but it's like you can't say it's not a fighting game. This is different. We don't have combos. Well, of course you don't have combos, but you have traditional combos where you do like A A Y Y B A and you finish a 6-hit combo. but you juggle and you know how to combo your attacks or your smashes into juggling. Like your combos are, if you say this subgenre is different, then of course that subgenre, the combos in that subgenre are going to work differently than the other subgenre it's compared to. Like it's just, people don't see Overwatch as a hero shooter game. Yeah, it's, yeah, like it's, like what is it if it's not a hero shooting game? Do you know what I mean? You're okay. See that I agree with, crap. True, but the traditional fighting game as a subgenre is stupidly called fighting games. Yes, I agree with you, but this is why, in my mind, or at least in my opinion, I shouldn't say in my in my mind, in my opinion, Smash is part of the FGC, and Smash players would get very upset with that. But if I'm going to classify Smash as a genre, if you have fighting games and you have your competitive player versus player fighter, your platform fighter, and your action fighter, right? Like your side-scrolling fighter, action fighter, whatever, right? The umbrella that all of them would fall under is FGC, is fighting games. So therefore, anybody that plays, whether they speed run River City Ransom, or they speed run Sifu, or they play it competitively, or they play Smash, or they play Tekken and MK, whatever, then they would all be the FGC. Reason why people say that they're heroes that use melee weapon, aka right. Two exceptions to the rule can't be. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many heroes are in Overwatch? Do you know what I mean? Like, now you're using an exception to classify the entirety of something. Well, no, they're the exception. They start as the exception. Well, yeah, because you're saying they're not smart. Well, I wouldn't say they're not smart, although, do not get me wrong, that community has a plethora of problems. A plethora of problems. Some just as bad or even worse than Counter-Strike has. But yeah, I thought Smash was a pushing game. What's up, Zydo? Either way, we can all agree Nintendo are deaf for stopping the torpedoes. Okay, yeah, that we can all come. I do feel bad. As much as I think the Smash community has issues, as much as I think it's a fallacy that they don't want to classify themselves as a fighting game or as an extension of the FGC, yes, they do not deserve the treatment that they get from Nintendo themselves. I think that's disgraceful. What's going on, Zydo? How you doing, brother? I hope you're well, man. Um, we're going to move on to the Wanderer, the Hunter, and the Taimanin is what we're going to move on to. I'm going to go real quick and just collect that notification. I hate notifications, so I'm just going to collect it and move it off the screen. What's going on? Did you see the Gearbox CEO's quotes about 80-pound games? Love to see every... No, I didn't. You'd have to link it to me or at least explain it to me. What's going on, Zydo? That's a great way, by the way, for a first-time chatter to walk into the stream, is me on a soapbox about Smash being a fighting game. As if that's not fucking polarizing. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. So, yeah, let's move on. We're going to do the Wanderer, the Hunter, and the Taimanin. So, um... I'm going to go back to Mirabelle for the easy, so. Yeah, finished everything in this update, so I'm just waiting for the new update to come. I've literally saved the archive events to do them one stream. So, like, I could have done the archive events by now. I've done so much already. Like, I'm almost done the actual event quest. And I haven't actually played. I played through all the missions for the event quests, and then I have not done any of them over again. I've just operational missioned them, and I'm already up to I'm up to box 8. So I'm almost done the event, which I'll probably finish within the next 4 to 5 days. And by that time, literally the new update will be out. But so I looked at it and I'm like, what am I gonna do for stream? because I don't like the idea of playing the same mission over and over and over and over again on stream to um, collect all the event gacha tickets. So I'm like, let me save the archive events because then it's a million different like events, and like yeah, the sections still play out kind of the same, but like at least it's a million different events and we're claiming different supporters and stuff, you know. So Randy Pitchford said if people are actually fans, they'll find a way to pay $80 or they're not proper fan. That is fucking disgraceful. And what does Gearbox make? I couldn't even tell you a game Gearbox makes. Uh, so. So. I don't think I've played a Gearbox game, to be honest. Borderlands? Yep. Haven't played it. Won't touch it. I'm not interested. Like, no thank you. If you don't spend more of your hard-earned money on a product that we release that's never not got bugs on release, then you're not a true fan. Fuck right off. Just fuck off. So, this is why for all of the shit that this game gets, which I don't think it gets a lot, I just think for all of the overtones that are applied to this game, understandably why I'm not arguing against them, I would say Gramory do actually really care about their player base and their fan base. They take recommendations and they add them into the game from fans. They literally will take recommendations via a regular old support ticket that you would enter on the website, and then if they like the recommendation, they're like, oh, we'll add that to the game. Like, to be fair, 1 and 2 are fabulous games. Yeah, I'm sure they are. I'm just never going to play them. People who says things like that are discussing people who don't deserve money. I 100% agree with that, Ten Shadow. That's why it agitates me that people pre-ordered the Switch 2. And they're like, oh, I'm just excited for the Switch 2. And I'm like, Nintendo have shown in the last 6 years that they do not give a shit about you. Like, and you're their customer. So I don't know when does the penny drop and when do people stop buying the product? Like, the Jan 11, who's a great streamer, I'm gonna shout him out now real quick. He's just gonna wake up to his to me having shouted him out to a few people. He's a Dutch streamer, and he's done he did a really good Instagram reel on the Nintendo Switch and how bad that PR launch was, right? And he got crucified from Nintendo fanboys about it. And I'm like, I don't know why you're defending a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate. Like, you know, it makes no sense. So, great streamer, by the way. Streams a lot of different games. He's played Expedition 33. He's played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. He's playing through Doom Eternal right now, or whatever Doom the Dark Ages right now. Sorry, not Eternal. The new one, the Dark Ages. So, pretty fun guy. You're American. Yes, you know why. What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah. He got a bonus of 15 million quid taken from the salaries of people he sacked this year. Such a nice person. Yeah, I know. Fuck him. I don't know. I don't understand how people become that way. You know. I'm not saying don't ever people are shills and sheep. You know what? I had the same problem with the Miami game. I said this last week as well after I came home from the Miami game. I will not go to another home game in which the Union are playing Inter Miami. I'm not going to sell the ticket to that game. But I will never, ever, ever go to another Inter Miami game at home. As long as Messi's in the league, obviously. Once he leaves the league, I don't fucking care anymore. But that was disgusting. I mean, so. I know. BG3 is that good. So. but all BG3 patches were free. Nice. It's amazing, isn't it? When once a company, I'm I listen. I'm somebody who believes I'm big on investing. I think you should invest your money in well reputable companies. I'm obviously not a financial advisor, but obviously there is a value to investing in public companies, right? However, I will say nothing on this earth quite ruins the product, a good product at that, quite like a company going public. And if you don't believe me, which most of you probably do by me saying that, I mean, that's pretty believable. But if you don't believe it, watch where Discord is in 5 years after they go public. Because I guarantee you that product's going to be absolute dog shit after they go public. I wish they won't go public. But the new CEO, or the actual CEO who made Discord, didn't want to make it public. And yet they're pushing to go public. And he left, the actual original CEO, and now there's a new CEO in that's going to take the company public. And I bet you in 5 years Discord is awful. I bet you in 5 years Discord is awful. So, Steam, wait till that happens. I do not think Valve have any intention of going public anytime soon. They make so much fucking money already. Hand over fist, they have no reason to go public. Yep, exactly. Skype bought it, it died. Yep. So, well, BG3 is that Laren almost went bankrupt to make it so they could afford the love after the success. They didn't have shareholders with the knives out to eat. But that's the point. The point is when you go public, the only thing that matters is in 3 months from now, if you increase your profits and, you know, if your earnings per share and your revenue increases. That's all shareholders care about. And I think what the market has forgotten is the law of diminishing returns. You know, you can only do that for so long. You know? You can only do that for so long. And then you just can't do it anymore. It's just impossible to do it anymore. So, just wait till we get a Steam subscription and maybe an $8 check mark. Nice. That's because Gabe is alive and he has noted multiple times that everyone wanted to go public. The company wanted to sell to Microsoft multiple times over the last 10 years. He said no, if he dies, it'll be sold. I mean, maybe. But you know. They're making so much money hand over fist. There's never a need for them to go public. So. But you're right, maybe things change, you know, you never know. But for now, in the immediate future, Valve has no intention of being a public company. So, oh, sounds like it's gonna be dog shit, crack. Hold on, let me get this straight. Two dog shit people want to start a dog shit service, or want to start a service, a public streaming service, any sort of social media service. It's almost like we have that already, many times over. Facebook, Twitter, Truth, Kick. It'll probably be crap. That's the other thing that kills me. When I say about things like, Steam's a really good example of it. But like when a product goes bad, for some reason, people are so afraid of change that they still use the product. Twitter is a great example of that. Blue Sky is an amazing product. I like Blue Sky a lot, especially since I've set up feeds on Blue Sky. Now that I've set up my feeds correctly on Blue Sky, like, I love Blue Sky. It's great. I click the MLS tab, everything reported on the MLS is there. I click on the cosplay tab, and all the cosplayers that I've followed over the Blue Sky, there they are in one feed. It's phenomenal. I love Blue Sky. But people are saying it's dying. I don't think it is dying. I think it's fine. But people are like, oh, not as many people are using this anymore. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, right, because they went back over the Twitter after all the complaining because it's a product they know. And I don't know if you guys have been on Twitter. Twitter is worse now than it has been in the last 5-10 years. You reminded me. I'm going to add that the Genshin situation showed that. I don't know anything about. I don't know about anything about. And people that I follow don't have Blue Sky. The only reason I have Twitter is because there's people in Asia I do business with. That's the only reason I don't have Twitter. I'm gonna add that as a private term that's blocked. So if that is not how you spell it, but that is how you spell it. So now that is added as a blocked term. It is 75% of its audience is gone. I have heard the same shit about CS for fucking years, and they have the highest daily player count that they've ever had. So when it's dead, when the website actually returns a 404. Until then, the service is not dead. So people write those narratives, and then they become self-fulfilling prophecies to themselves. You know, I think that's the problem with things like that. Is people say, oh, not everybody's on this, or they don't follow on Twitter. I follow 1,200 accounts. I don't follow 1,200 accounts on Blue Sky. So my feed is less active on Blue Sky. That's what's nice about it as well. But, I don't follow 1,200 accounts on Blue Sky, so my feed is less active than it is on Twitter. And people go, oh, it's dead. Well, it's not dead. You haven't put enough effort into it yet. And you don't want to because you've already put all your effort into a social media site for decades, over a decade, and that was Twitter. So the moment you get past that mental block or that mental barrier that you put in place, Blue Sky being dead will always be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that's how those things work. So, which social media is dead? Tumblr. Tumblr is pretty... I haven't used Tumblr in years. So, Zanga. There you go. Who here remembers Zanga? You had one of two social media pages back in the day. You either had a MySpace or you had a Zanga. I don't know. I think it's a grand service, but it's an echo chamber for new centralist vision. Is the fair censorship not destroy free speech, but to target? Wait, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Either way, I think it's a grand service, but it is an echo chamber, and new centralist vision is needed with fair censorship not destroy free. What are you talking about? Blue Sky or Twitter? I don't think Blue Sky is an echo chamber. You can call it that, but I think the reason that's the way that it seems is because there's not as many. Blue Sky had a jump in membership when a wave of people came over from the election, and I think that created this persona that Blue Sky is tilted one way or another. What I like about Blue Sky is I can actually curate the content. So if I don't want to see people who are one political thought or another political thought, I can just block and remove them. Or if people are too political for my liking on social media, I can just block and remove that too. And people do say, well, that creates an echo chamber. I mean, in a way, sure, but I'm 37. I have my own independent free thought that brought me to the opinions that I hold. And if I don't want to see that on social media, I am well within my right to remove it from my social media feed at the same time. So I don't need to have an open, free-flowing, all thought-provoking conversation with people over a fucking social media page. That's not the place those conversations should be held in. They should be held in person. Do you know what I mean? Like that's kind of the thought process behind it for me. Anyway, I'm on a soapbox again. I don't know what it is. So, you don't know about it, but the voice actor situation that's happening with Hoyoverse is a sign of how bad it is over there. They're attacking people. I look at all of that shit, crap, and listen, this might be horrible. People might say, how can you say that, blah, blah, blah. But I look at all of that stuff with Hoyoverse, with the voice actors, with the community responding to it, and I look at it and I say, I don't play a single game from Hoyoverse. I don't like drama, so all of that shit, I don't give a fuck about it. I just move it off to the side. And if people purposely bring it onto the timeline, I just mute or block the account and I push it back off the timeline. That's all I do. So, and I treat politics exactly the same on Blue Sky. Okay? So, that's it. Just get rid of it. It's useless. It has what Hoyoverse do and what voice actors do and what people think of voice actors and all that has absolutely no bearing on my life and my daily day-to-day. It doesn't put money in the bank account. It doesn't bring me a release of stress. It doesn't do anything. So I just get rid of it and move it out of the view. So. I mean, I don't have an opinion on what's going on there. I don't know what's going on there in full effect, but I don't care to learn it. So, it's just another thing I don't bother with. So, if that makes me terrible, then I guess I'm terrible. But I look at it and go, it's not my problem, and it's not something I'm interested in knowing or dealing about. So I'm not even going to think twice about it. I'm just going to move on. So. I think a lot of people need to be a little bit more with that mindset. Not all things should be like that. You have to moderate that kind of train of thought. But I think more people need to learn to do that kind of stuff. I think politics is a really good example of that. People get caught up a lot in the 4-year cycles over here, and I'm like, you are gonna live so far beyond 4 years. Why do you even stress over this shit? Understandable, but Blue Sky has been severely exposed as a result, much like Twitter critics of that situation getting to all of that is speculation. All of that is speculation. There are people who are going to agree with that and provide evidence, and there's people that are going to disagree with that and provide evidence, and all of that is a speculative mess. It's just a speculative pool of crap on a linoleum floor, and the only way you deal with it is you just take a mop and you get rid of it. So... but in my opinion, you should never give out and share your feeling. Like they say, you're not yourself when you're mad. You are not yourself when you're mad. But people get mad. Like, you can't deny the emotions that you feel in a moment. You know what I mean? Those are just as real as any well-constructed thought. So, I just think people put too much emphasis on the way people are. You know what I mean? On like appearances and things like that. Blue Sky, like Twitter, isn't. I kind of don't get the point you're making, but it's fine. I don't really care to keep subjecting myself to the topic of conversation, to be honest with you. But I think people care too much about what other people do think. It's just in general on any social media. Okay. So. Well, I mean, again, it's a topic I don't know anything about, and I can't opine on. So, I just think people care too much about what other people do with their lives. I think that's a big problem in general in society. Not to get on a soapbox again, but people care too much about pretty meaningless shit. So. let's go. The Oilers are going to the Stanley Cup final. The Oilers are going to the Stanley Cup final. Play fucking La Bamba, baby. Play La Bamba. Oh my god. Please work. Can we not get the... There we go. Is this it? Oilers are going to the Stanley Cup. You know what that means. Play La Bamba, baby. Hello, good for it. Yeah, definitely. Check out those videos, will you? I should have yelled at you earlier for not being in bed. You bastard. For those that don't know, when the Oilers win, this is what they play in Rexall Place after they win. Oh my god, she's almost 82. She's going to be 82 with the next mission. I have social media for news too. It's really good for MLS news. I think that's why I like Blue Sky a lot too. Is because a lot of the MLS guys have come over there. So like Matthew Doyle is on there. Tom Bogert is on there. And they post pretty regularly. Is it at least the Lou Diamond? It is the Richie Valens version. I can play that one. Lou Diamond Phillips, that's from a movie called La Bamba. Yep. I didn't know that. So. Somebody's just tagged me because the Oilers have won. So, oh, I'm so happy they're in the final again. Oh, I'm so happy they're in the final. I don't know if we're going to beat Florida. They look so good, but I would love to beat Florida. I really hope that they... Yeah, I'm old. I'm getting there too, man. Somebody called the other day. I saw somebody call, or I heard somebody called Busta Rhymes, Busta Rhythm. And I was like, they were like, this rapper bust a rhythm. And I'm like, I mean, Busta Rhymes? Like, what the fuck is wrong? You know what I mean? And I'm like, so. What the actual fuck? Yeah, I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing. I'm like, I'm not getting that old. You can't tell me that, bro. So, yeah, no. Brutality. Brutality. Actual brutality. There we go. Shiranoya is 82. Let me see if I can up her skills. Do I have enough? No. Yeah. Ooh, hold on. 100 quests with Mirabelle. That's nice. New collection. I got a new enemy? Oh yeah, Ina Winchester, who actually becomes a playable character. There are some hearts glowing, which means I need to find where and collect those gems. So if they pop out, because I have such bad eyesight. There she is. Kichi Azuzo, who is also a playable character. Apparently there is another one that I've missed. It's not her again, right? No, it's not her again. Okay. Who the fuck? Where the fuck? And what the... Yeah. Somebody... There she is. Karudi. And is that it? Nope, there's one more. I could use these gems. I'm trying to stack them ahead of the update because I think the updates there's going to be more. Well, obviously, Lan Xiang, I want the actual character. She's going to be 1,200 gems. And then there she is, Yozora. And then obviously there's the costumes as well coming out that I'll probably, because there's always limited. They rerun the limited costumes, and I bought them, but I don't have Astaroth, so I couldn't buy that one. So I have to wait a whole year before they re-release that. But um, the limited time costumes I try to swipe now when they come out, especially on re-release. So right, where are we at? We're here. And we got to do the hard sections now. So that's going to be, Shiranui. I mean, Sakura. Yep, you got to wait a week before she comes out. If you want her early, you have to pay real money. I will not do that. I will wait until she, comes out. So. I mean, I did that with Mirabelle, so. So I bought myself a 3D printer when the current administration started talking tariffs. I am so sad that I waited this long to get into it. It's a lot of. I kind of want one myself, actually, too. What material can you 3D print with it, and how do you design something to 3D print with it? Because I am 100% interested in doing the same and getting into it. So. Like, I think I saw, it might have been a YouTube video, and I don't know how viable it was, but I saw someone actually make, like, they came out with, like, one of those resin figures for, like, an anime character or something like that, but they couldn't afford it, so they made it 3D printed, or they 3D printed it, and I'm like, is that even, I didn't even think you could do that with resin figures. So I didn't think that was possible. So I don't know even how or what the extent of that is. Sounds flippin' awesome though. Most common materials are PLA plastic or plant-based plastic filaments and PETT petroleum-based filament. There's a tons of ways to make stuff though. To be honest, I think it really depends what type of 3D printer you get. That's also probably very true. I don't doubt that. I mean, I am so bad at graphic art or anything like that. I literally have no skills. I've never done anything artistic in my life. But like, how would you even design something to print on the 3D printer? You know what I mean? Like, that would be, yeah. You basically can either resin print or filament print. Wow. CAD software? Yeah, but like, as someone who can't even draw like anything very well, would I be able to then design it well enough in the CAD software? You know what I mean? Or is it going to be like literally learning Blender kind of stuff and having to make it like almost as if it's Blender, but instead it's in CAD? You can use, oh, so literally I'm gonna have to learn how to use Blender and make 3D polymorphs and stuff like that, which is just insanely hard. It's hard for somebody with no artistic prowess like myself. I'm sure it's not hard for other people, but there's way easier software. Blender looks so good. That's one thing that maybe I learn in the future, is how to use Blender. I think it was with the WWE games, but it was very hard to. I don't think you could, but like a lot of people who wanted to make certain wrestlers, like whether they were past wrestlers or OCs or something like that. I tried Blender and God, it's so hard to understand. That's what I thought. But like, I think it was with the WWE games I saw when they got rid of the body morphing in the game, and like they wanted to make older wrestlers, but like with a certain definition, to like the muscles and the skins and like the marks on the skin and things like that. Like Sabu originally, R.I.P. the legend who just died this year. He has like a mark on his one bicep for when he did the triple threat match with Terry Funk, and I think it was Shane Douglas at the time, but he tore his bicep off the bone, and they reattached it and stuff. But he has a mark there, and they wanted to like make that more pronounced, or at least like more accurate to real life, because obviously he aged, he was in his 50s, and obviously you have the wrinkles and stuff. So they wanted, and they were trying to make that in Blender, and then adding that to the WWE game as like any custom model that you would make, and it was just very hard. Once you get something into a model, software handles all the translation work for the printer. That's true, but like you have to design and sculpt the model within Blender. So, or whatever software you're using is my point. Like sculpting the actual model would be the hardest part for me. Like that would be the biggest hurdle. I think, okay, hold on. Oh, so did you, oh, how the hell did you do that? Oh, shit. No, no, what, really? Oh, that looks good. To be honest, I think it's easier to learn if someone is physically there to teach you. This is the way. Mandalorian. I honestly, if I had a teacher for a lot of things in life, I would, like, I tried to learn trading and now I just invest. If I actually had somebody who sat down one-on-one and taught me how to trade, I would be a great trader. You know what I mean? Or taught me all these different things and I could bounce ideas off and constantly have an open course of dialogue. I would have been a successful trader. But a lot of these guys are like, it's $100 an hour. I don't got that kind of fucking money to pay you to teach me how to trade. Like, I'm sorry, brother. You know? And they're like, well, it's worth it. Think of the money you could make. I'm not paying you for what I could make, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing. It's the same way with, I'm struggling right now learning SQL. Yo, use stuff like ChatGPT or Copilot to get a decent image from it, and then I use something to get it from an image to a 3D model. Oh, yeah, you're right. I always forget about ChatGPT. Somebody even asked me that today, or no, yesterday. I had an Excel question, and I said, I actually need an answer to this. And some guy was like, he was really good in Excel. I think it was Gouder, actually. He's like, I don't know, but ChatGPT will know the answer to that. And I'm like, fuck, you're right. Let me ask ChatGPT. So I'm running a game in Unreal Engine that way right now. Nice. UE5 or UE4? Tell you what they're going to try to get done with the language, and then tell you to walk you through doing it. What? Tell it what you're going to try to get done with a language, and then tell it to walk you through doing it. That sound... okay. I'm struggling that way with SQL right now. I bought a course, an SQL course that teaches you SQL. It's a really good course, and the guy does really good at like sitting down, or not sitting down, but like the videos are very explanatory. But SQL is so... It's just got so many different elements to it that it's kind of hard for me to grasp the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? And I struggle because it's just a video, and I don't actually have anybody there who's like I can look at and be like, oh hey, you know, let me ask you this, that, and the other about it. So, and I have to constantly look for the answer, and then you go on a website. I'm a full stack dev. I started in SQL. Yeah, I might be hitting you up for something after I complete this course. Because like I've been asking, I haven't even been asking ChatGPT. I've been asking Google, which has been terrible. And I get these search results that have like 30 to 40 responses on it, and they all have conflicting. By the time you're done reading the 30 to 40 responses, they have so much conflicting information on it, you have no idea what's actually the right answer to the problem. So I tend to get absolutely torched, and I just yell at GPT to explain things simpler. Yeah, might have to go that route. So that's where Copilot, and ChatGPT work really well. Okay, I have to remember to use it. You know, I don't like using it for work-related things. Like I don't, and what I mean that is like I do not like using ChatGPT to write an email for me, or to research something for me, or to do anything for me. But if I have an Excel question, like I don't know the formula that I need to extract this piece of information that I need to move on to the next task, how do I write the formula? Then ChatGPT is good for that. So I love it as a reference. Yeah, yeah, exactly. If you run into an issue, you just tell it the error you're getting or whatever. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I need to use it more. It never crosses my mind because I never like going to an AI for that. I always want to know the information myself. And I feel like whenever I use ChatGPT, I'm in a kind of a way asking it for the answer and not the knowledge. Does that make sense? Like, I guess that's my one fear with using ChatGPT, is that I can become too dependent on it for the answer instead of the actual knowledge of the matter. So, get rid of hurdles to not being precision. Oh, that's the best part. It'll teach you the knowledge? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you little punk. Come here, boy. About to slap the shit out you. There we go. You just ask it, why is that the best way to do it? Oh. Fair enough. Oh, I just got my ult. He's just going to blow up a box for me, and I'll just grab that coin. Thank you. Woo. Whoa. We're going to do that, and I'm going to come over here and just belt to ass. Belt to ass. Alright. All the questions you feel like you'd be annoying another person with, you just treat it like your programming language without trauma dump. Oh my god. Nice. Alright, how to... Woo. Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna. Run into that. There you go. I love that supporter skill. Just drop a cube of orbs and then, or a square of orbs, and just get them to run into one. Fuck it, I'm not dealing with you anymore. I love that. But I need to. I'm gonna make a note of that. I actually was thinking about this today, Hidokiri. It's basically Omegle without the plethora of. That you know what that's out. You know what that is getting clipped. Not clipped, but snipped. And then I'm basically gonna blurt out your name so nobody can attach it to you. Okay? And then I'm just gonna say I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna paste it. And that might go on Blue Sky. It's definitely going in the banter section. It's going in the banter section of the Discord. That's basically how we go without the pain. Oh my god. Right. There are 17 minutes left. I can go overtime and do one more, but I think I'm going to need actually probably another 2 streams to complete the archive event. So we'll come back Thursday. We'll probably run through 3 or 4 more. We did 4 tonight. I did Elsewhere in Qatar, Contaminated Gosha Forest, the new Taimanins and all, and the Evil Mists, and the Wanderer, the Hunter, and the Taimanin. We'll do this one, this one, this one, and this one in the next stream, and then we're going to do the last 4 in the next one. I am going to do one thing. We do have a brand new supporter. I know Winchester joins as the support. I can't lock her from this. Oh, fuck off. I gotta go back into here and actually click lock and then find her and actually lock her. So there we go. Both of them actually. So 2 new UR supporters. A minute 3 seconds before I can greet all again. So I'm gonna. I mean, you're not. I'm gonna wait to do that. Real quick, let's go to the club. Dish Thunder is a fucking legend, by the way. 10th Shadow, Dish Thunder, Lush, and this guy who has a name in, I want to say that's kanji, have been legends. So is Miku. And then this other guy, because well, look at Mephi's 390 points. Same with this. You got to rank 116, and you haven't changed your commander name off the number. Like really? But fair play because they have all really helped carry the club through the club pass, which uh, we just completed yesterday, something like that, because clearing time of 5 VR 100 times is a pain in the ass. Essentially, it's a pain in the ass. But nobody is getting kicked out of the guild or the club for the next 11 days, 12 days. Because we have a 21-day inactive policy, which I think is really generous. I understand it's very generous, but I also think that's completely fair because, people go on vacations, they don't play the game, they fall in and out of love with it, and I think all that's allowed as long as you log in within 3 weeks. Let's greet everybody and send those off. I'm going to go real quick to the store because we have this event shop, and every mission that you complete, you get balloons. And I have basically purchased all the really key shit. I was thinking about swiping these. I have 456. I could also use the actually, to be honest with you, I have swiped everything I basically need off of here except these shard boxes. So I'm going to grab those two. And we also have receive all, assign all. And I think, before we go, you're good on skill. I don't think I can stat you up to 9 yet. Nope. I'm shy by about 400 points, and I don't think I can stat her up to 59 now. Nope, but I'm going to throw all her points in there. Grab the UR voucher. Well, I still have some days, because this doesn't end until. Oh shit! Is it? Do I get to pick? Ooh. Okay. A little late on that one. Before I realized it, I grabbed all the other shit, but you're right. I probably should grab the UR voucher. That is actually really stupid of me that I haven't grabbed it. I still have some time. I have about 3 days to collect 1,500 balloons. We'll probably do that without a problem. So I will make sure to grab that before the end of the event. I'm so grateful they did the event, by the way. Do I have enough friend points? No, I don't. So we're good there. I don't think I have enough mileage for anything. I already have 1 copy of Mercy. I really would like the Founding 3. And I am miles and miles away from them. So that is basically, I think, going to do it. So, Hidokiri, Zydo, 10th Shadow, Crack, David Nyholm, Blockbuster V20, thank you, and also do not let me forget the new Taimanin streamer. She's been streaming Taimanin recently. What's her name? Oh my god. I can't remember. I cannot freak it. Oh, papas fritas with ranch. That's right. But big thank you to everybody who showed up. Let me see who I can raid, if anybody. Oh my God! Thank you so much, Hidokiri, for I just saw what you sent me. Let me see who is out there. Is Dill still live? Dill is still live. We might send you there. I might send you to Mia. Let me see if Mia's live because she's about to leave on a trip. Let me see if I can raid you. Raid Mia. Can I raid Mia? We're raiding Mia. Right. Mia is a pianist, absolutely phenomenal pianist, by the way. So definitely enjoy your music. This is the end of the YouTube recording for what has been part 21 of the Action Taimanin playthrough. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We will see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night for more Out of the Park baseball. Until then, take care.